Faust doors are very punishable. They leave Faust from anywhere from -13 to -31 on block, opening them up for mad punishment. If you don't want to try to block the door, you can also jump back and use Faultless Defense to block all three versions. It makes it more difficult, or in some cases impossible to punish, but you'll avoid all damage. Some characters even have OSs on doors, so experiment around. The one here I'm showing is Kai 6P, and he holds the 6 afterwards. Simple, but effective. All in all, this move is not great by itself. In most situations, it's just not a good tool to use, period. A lot of new players like to use it as a mix-up tool at neutral, but because of the aforementioned weaknesses, you're better off trying to gimmick with wire Cs or using it to close gaps. There's two parts to this. On one end, it's a straight up gamble. Beyond the lower level or casual play, people are far less willing to go for a gamble to make something happen, just by luck. And on the other end, Faust's meter game is among one of the worst in the game. He desperately needs that meter to defend himself, given his limited defensive options. Furthermore, 10 item super situations are just difficult to control, and the outcomes are seldom worth it by themselves. So, in practicality, a 5 item super is more practical within a match, and a 10 item super is praying to close out a match. Don't pray to win your matches. In my experience, I most often go unpunished on Faust 6-6 while he's on the pogo, which is admittedly a confusing and somewhat scary move. To break it down, pogo on normal block is +3 for Faust, and the 6-6 move is a 4-frame move. That means between pogo and 6-6, there is a 1-frame gap to catch mashers. Here's the secret that you can't tell the government. 6-6 is -5, which means another 6-6 is a 9-frame gap. It's here where you, or the CIA, can punish or intercept Faust. 6-6 and 4-4 are Faust's fastest option on the pogo, which gives you a minimum of a 9-frame punish. One thing I feel is important when facing a Faust is that the moment a player hyper-focuses on what the items are, that's when a player loses, whether it's the opponent or whether it's the Faust themselves. Even some mid to high level players get stuck on this sometimes. Listen to how some commentators approach the Faust matchups too. Luck is not the defining skill factor of a Faust or a Faust player. A good Faust will control items in tandem with their other options. Despite this, many get stuck on seeing a string of items and blaming the items instead of the Faust who actually makes those items viable by keeping their opponent in situations to deal with the items.
With your mom.
Thanks again for watching the first of hopefully many Q&A or FAQ videos that I plan to have with Faust. I'll try to tackle 5 or so questions each video, and I'll group the questions together by their subjects. The next one's going to focus on Faust matchups and my thoughts about them, since a number of you have asked. I feel like I have a formula that will be simple but effective, but we'll see how that actually goes in practice once I get the video done. And here we go. If you like this video, hit that like button, and share it with your friends too. Anyone who might have had questions about Faust, but you weren't able to answer them yourselves. And if you have any Faust questions you want to ask, find me on Twitter, @Ryyudo. And to help me stay organized, use the hashtag FaustFAQ. If I like your tweet, I've taken your question into consideration and I'll answer it in a future video. Unfortunately, I won't be able to respond to everyone, but I'll do my best. Thank you all so much again for getting me started on this project, for watching the video, and I hope you all have a fantastic night.